Hi guys, good afternoon. We are from Group 10 in Green Strategy Model with Mr. Kyrol as our respective teacher. In this presentation, we are going to present two different buildings with two different climate and how are they going to tackle their climate with facilities and strategy for their users. For the first building is SDE4 in National University located in Singapore that is aiming for net zero energy consumed in tropical climate with a 6-story total area of 8,500 meters. The second building is JGJ Library, and our NUS Central Administration Building is 5-story with historical theme library in Mediterranean climate located in Lebanon with total area of 6,540 meters. And the first thing we're going to introduce is the climate analysis.
One stick here on climate studies. Singapore near the equator features a tropical climate with high rainfall, consistent temperatures averaging 27.9 degrees Celsius annually. May is the hottest month and January is the coolest. November has the highest cloud cover, while February has the least clouds. March is the sunniest month, with November receiving the least sunshine. Humidity averages at 84%, peaking in December and lowest in August. Rain falls on 167 days annually, with December being the wettest and February being the driest. Lebanon's Mediterranean climate brings hot, dry summers and cool, rainy winters with average temperatures of 15 degrees Celsius annually. August sees peaks of 20 degrees Celsius, while January drops to 13 degrees Celsius. Lebanon enjoys approximately 3,534 hours of daylight yearly. Humidity averages at 66%, highest in July and lowest in November. Rain occurs on 77 days annually, mainly in January, with February being the windiest month and August being the driest, influencing Lebanon's landscapes and cultural activities.
Since here, I will be presenting the site planning of JGJ Library Administration Building. As you can see on the poster, the site planning for JGJ Library integrates several sustainable design strategies to the existing site, which firstly is the previous concrete pavement that plays a crucial role for effective stormwater management. It really reduces rainwater runoff and enhances drainage through natural water absorption, which contributes to the resilient urban environment. Moving on to the second strategy, the building focuses on the softscape surrounding the facade. It features a sunken garden filled with native flora, which plays a vital role in boosting the region's biodiversity. This garden not only creates a peaceful atmosphere for users, but also enhances urban microclimate in a sustainable way. Additionally, the strategic placement of JG Library adjacent to the excavated rock forms an open amphitheater. This design uses the rock as a dramatic backdrop, creating a powerful dialogue between the natural landscape and built environment. Moving on, I will be talking about the site planning of SDE for NUS in Singapore. The building achieved an impressive water sustainability through its innovative rainwater harvesting system, where 60% of collected rainwater is used for flushing and irrigation of gardens. As you can see in the diagram, the process begins with rainwater captured from the roof, which is then filtered, stored, and reused effectively, contributing to stormwater management. SD for NUS also achieved approximately 90% water self-sufficient through this rainwater harvesting system, which is impressive. The rainwater collected from the roof are then stored underground in a 50-meter cube tank, ensuring sustainable water use within the building. This system significantly reduces the reliance on external water sources and promotes efficient water management. In addition to the rainwater harvesting, SDE4NUS incorporates native plants in its landscape design. These plants help purify water runoff from the roof, thus providing a natural filtration system. This not only supports water management but also offers an educational opportunities for students to learn about environmental conservation and sustainable practices. Through these integration strategies, SD4NUS illustrates a commitment to sustainability environment, setting a benchmark for green building.
First is SDE4 of NUS Singapore. They use variety of daylighting strategy, which are overhang roof, double glazed glass, and wavy aluminum curtain. First of all, because the building is located in tropical climate, sun glare during daylight is quite strong, so they focus on putting different fenestration based on the morning and evening sun. That is why wavy curtain is located at the west and east to diffuse the strong sun glare. Meanwhile, the big overhang is located at south for sunlight in the afternoon to still let the light in without directly hurting the user's view. And finally, the main component keeping the building cool is double glazed glass with an excellent heat gain. The second is the JGJ Library, which experiences the four seasons climate, so the architect have to make the building enclosed but comfortable to allow as much natural daylight as the users need. There are mainly three components for daylight in this library, which are double layer facade, the skylight atrium, and windows. Let's start with the double layer facade. This facade is the reason why the building looks transparent in the evening without interrupting with the strong sun glare on the afternoon or summer. And then the form of the building itself is designed to capture sunlight from every direction. Second is the skylight located in the main atrium for afternoon sunlight. The skylights are used in the atrium to bring in the natural light from above, further reducing the need for artificial lighting. And the last is the implementation of windows all over the side of the building to make sure this building is fully illuminated, but also comfortable with the help of the aluminum facade.
Next is facade design. SDE4 at the National University of Singapore features 1,225 panel solar photovoltaic or PV system on its rooftop to generate renewable energy on sunny day, which in Singapore tropical climate, a roof can generate about 260 kWh M2 of solar energy annual on average that could power an entire floor to achieve its net zero energy target. Next is the wavy metal facade in SDE4 serve as a shading device, effectively reducing heat gain within the building. The design incorporates perforated corrugated aluminum screens that create a wavy surface, resembling a curtain, which helps to block direct sunlight and reduce solar heat gain and also create cooling by letting air flows through the holes from the metal curtain. And the School of Design and this Environmental 4 in Singapore features a range of sustainable design features that enhance thermal insulation and reduce energy consumption. The building features an extended roof projection that shades the building from the tropical sun, reducing heat gain and providing additional space for solar panels. High-performance double glaze units also implemented in this building. The glass used for facades is high performance of DGUS, which provides excellent thermal insulation and reduce really high heat gain. And next is for JGJ Library. The main energy efficiency using facade design in this building is solar panels on the roof and also chimney fan. Double layered facade to create a cooler space in summer without artificial cooler, and also carving walls and green roof. And the photovoltaic or PV solar panels in the Jabbar Library contribute to the overall sustainability of the sun of the building by generating renewable energy and reducing the reliance on non-renewable sources located on top of the atrium roof. Facade design is inspired by the traditional mashabira, which provides shading, natural ventilation, and light diffusion, reducing the need for mechanical cooling and are made out of aluminium. The carvings symbolize the cultural significance of the region, providing a sense of connection from the local heritage and the history. The carving create a shading effect which helps to reduce the amount of heat that enters the building through the windows, keeping the interior cooler and more comfortable. And the last one, the use of green roof, located only on the ground floor above the multi-purpose room with the use of their native floor.
On the other hand, wind direction for the JGJ Library mainly comes from the west and northwest. The air movement that is caught by the datum form creates a pathway for the wind. This library achieves a good passive design level with the help of its facade design, openable windows and chimney vent as its components. This building also implemented tap ventilation to transfer wind loads. Pressure distribution for both buildings have the same placement of its components, which is above each window. But the differences are SDE4 is using louvers, meanwhile JGJ Library is using openable small windows. The main characteristic of SDE4 is only to have two types of wind pressure, which is in monsoon season in October to March and dry season from March to August. On the other hand, JGJ Library has 4 seasons to tackle, which are summer, spring, winter, and autumn. Therefore, the building has its own strategies to tackle each wind pressure. In the end, SDE4 is most likely to have a more effective natural ventilation with its louvers and facade design to transfer natural air, if compared to JGJ Library, which only has openable windows for transferring wind loads. So next we have natural ventilation. For natural ventilation in SDE for Singapore, wind direction is dominantly coming from the north and northwest, with the help of the landscaping, facade design, and open space features. SDE4 is most likely to achieve great ventilation, and with the access formed to let the breeze come in many ways. But the uncomfy breeze from the north is tackled by the opaque facade. Stack ventilation, DCV, and louvers are the three main strategies to transfer wind loads to each space.
Here, and I'll be speaking of the landscaping on site. NUS SDE4 sits atop a hill, features lush flora providing green spaces for relaxation and study. The landscape optimizes water management with a 50-50 mix of native and southern trees like tambusu, rain tree, and yellow flame. Aluminium veiled facades filter sunlight, and abundant foliage offers shaded havens for students. The JGJ Library blends rugged architecture with mountainous surroundings featuring strategic tree placement and lush greenery. Native plants showcase environmental stewardship, grassy hardscaping aids groundwater infiltration, complemented by softscape accents for shade and visual appeal. Olive trees, eucalyptus, carob, Lebanon cedar, and Aleppo pine are integrated, creating an inviting study and reflective environment. To conclude, SDE4 by Siri Architects, Multiply Architects, and Surbana Jurong is a LEED Platinum project featuring solar PV panels, natural ventilation, and sustainable materials. It offers secure and sustainable spaces for students and visitors alike. Whereas the JGJ Library by Atelier Pragnamenta Toriani, located in Jubail, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, achieves gold certification with site-responsive design and high indoor air quality, enhancing student comfort and academic growth.